Man, is this even a test? Why are we even making a video? How long is it going to take me to refuel this car compared to the gas car? One quick note about cost. I mentioned in my outro that the Tesla would fuel up for about half, and that number was wrong. Hey folks, and welcome back to the EV John YouTube channel. You joined me for a quick video about refueling. As an EV owner, I often get asked, how long does it take to charge up your car? How long does it take to refuel it? I have to go to work every day. I don't have time to be messing around with waiting forever for things to charge. So how quick can my EV recharge? Well, here I am. Need to get both cars ready for work this week. Let's take them out and see how long does it take to fuel the EV versus the gas car. Let's go. To do this charging test, this fueling test, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fuel up each car one at a time. I'll start a stopwatch and we'll time how long does it take me to refuel the Tiguan versus how long does it take me to refuel the Tesla. I think you're gonna be surprised by the results. No spoilers, but I already know who's gonna win. So let's get going and let's start with the gas car and we'll get that one fueled up first. Starting the timer right now, you can see it's at 0. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit start. And let's go, no time to waste. Okay, out on the road in our 2020 Volkswagen Tiguan, you can see not a lot of traffic. Our gas station is about, I don't know, 2 miles or less from our house. So we're gonna head over to BJ's and fill up. Now it is Sunday and it is 10 till 6. So I hope that it doesn't close at 6 or something like that. If so, I guess that'll just add to our time as we go to a different station. But I normally do go to BJ's. BJ's, since we're memberships there, since we have a membership, has a pretty good price for fuel. It's very common for me to do that. So let's head to BJ's, let's gas up for the week. And the timer is still running, so no time to waste. All right, coming to a stop here. If you're curious, if you think it matters, this car has a half tank of gas, right? So it maybe has a 14 or 15 gallon tank. It's pretty small. We have to fill up a half tank, so shouldn't take too long. Should be a quick fill. Hopefully there's no line. Hopefully the station is open. We'll be there in just a minute, and let's see how we do. All right, still on our way over to BJ's. You can see it's over there through all the construction zone is where we're headed. We should be there in just another minute. There is just 5.5 minutes so far on the counter, so we're making good time. Even through all this construction, there really were no delays. It should be an easy trip in, and perhaps that tanker truck coming right at us means that our BJ station is ready to roll. Let's see. Okay, we have a super long light coming into BJ's, but we made it. I don't know what this driver is doing. We made it and they're open. So let's come over to this pump. Thinking like an EV driver, I won't have to power share on this pump. Hopefully I'll get it on my own, and let's fill her up. Okay, we just crossed 13 minutes on our timer and finished filling up. Took a little bit over 7 gallons. Easy peasy, no line, though we did have to have a couple of long lights to get in here. We didn't have any line getting into gas at BJ's here, which is pretty rare. It's not uncommon to see a line, but we have a full tank. Like I said, we're just about to hit 14 minutes on the clock. So let's head home and check the final time. All right, on the way home here, a little bit faster on the way home because coming out of the side of that shopping center with Lowe's and BJ's, you can kind of sidestep one of the longer lights at 5 points intersection. So we did pretty well there. We'll be home in just another minute. All right, just pulling into the driveway here. The timer read about 18 minutes and 40 seconds as I came in. Let's just put it in park and see where the timer is. All right, and we're back. Engine is off. Okay, so let me just hit this on real quick. You can see we took on a full tank of gas. There we go, full tank. And our trip odometer is 1.6. So that means our round trip today was 3.2 miles. So 3.2 miles taking on 7 or 8 gallons of gas, and our timer is sitting here at 19 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's how long it took us to fuel up. So 19 minutes and 20 seconds to go from my driveway to the fueling station, add about 7.5, 8 gallons of gas. I don't remember the final number, and get back home where we started. This car is now ready to go for the new week. My wife won't have to worry about getting gas at all, and she'll be all set. Now, I'm going to be generous and take 2 minutes off the time for the maybe extra time in me filming. I don't think it really added a lot of time, but let's just take 2 minutes off, and let's say our 19 minutes and 20 seconds is actually 17 minutes and 20 seconds. Not that we have to give any advantage to the gasoline car over the EV, but let's say 17:20 is the time to beat. Can we do it with the Tesla right here? Let's find out. Okay, we're back at home. The Tiguan, all gassed up, ready for the new week ahead. Now it's time to fuel up the Tesla. So I have a level 2 charging set up here at the house. It can charge, I have it set to be 30 amps, so it's a little over 7 kilowatts. And you know, a 0 to full charge in this car could take several hours. So man, is this even a test? Why are we even making a video? How long is it going to take me to refuel this car compared to the gas car? Well, let's see. Let me go ahead and start the timer. I have it right here. It's at 0. We'll hit start. Timer started. Okay, how long is it going to take me to fuel this to get ready for the week? We take our charging handle. We go ahead, open it up, plug it in. Light is blue. That means the schedule I have is going to go ahead and start at midnight and charge this thing up to full. So that's all I have to do. Let's stop the timer. We are at 25 seconds. And while I know this test was a little cheeky, I think this illustrates one of the misconceptions with an EV is that they take forever to charge. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, this Tesla right here will take hours to charge up. But the reality is, it's going to do that while I'm sleeping. I don't actually have to go and wait for it. Only on road trips do I have to actually stop and wait for it to charge. And in those cases, I'm using a fast charger, and I'm not just waiting for it to charge like when you go to the gas station. You stand next to this car and you wait for it to refuel. So of course, you're happy that you get a pump that can fill it up in 60 seconds. This thing on a road trip might take 20, 25 minutes to juice up, but during that 20 minutes, I'm going to go into the convenience store, I'm going to use the restroom, I'm going to get some snacks. By the time I come out, this thing's ready to go. 99% of the time, I'm at home. I'm charging at home. I'm driving this thing on my errands, I'm going to and from work, and I'm charging up at home. And it literally just takes me 30 seconds to plug in and 30 seconds to unplug. I never have to stop anywhere. I'll get enough range in one charge to go for days and days if I want to, or I can plug it in every single time and charge up and juice up and go on whatever I want to do, whatever I decide. So that's the misconception. How long it takes to charge isn't really relevant. The point is I can charge wherever I am. There's electricity everywhere, hotels, offices, shopping centers, there's power everywhere. There's level 2 charging, there's DC fast charging, and here at home, I'm good to go. So I just wanted to show everybody that how long does it take to charge isn't always the question to ask. Maybe the question instead is, how long does it take me to refuel my car? And in this case, 25 seconds versus 17 minutes. So still not bad for the white one, but I'll take the EV every time. Oh, we didn't talk about cost. This thing, 20 cents a kilowatt hour, probably half the price or less than the Tiguan. Gotta love it. One quick note about cost. I mentioned in my outro that the Tesla would fuel up for about half, and that number was wrong. I went back and looked at my footage. The Tiguan took about 8 gallons, 7.9 gallons for half a tank, and I spent just a little bit over $24 for half a tank of fuel at BJ's, where there's a discounted fuel price. This Tesla, if I fuel up half a tank in my Tesla, let's say it's about 35 kilowatt hours of power, and at my home rates, that means I'm going to spend $7.50 for the same half tank. Now, range-wise, a half tank on the Tiguan actually will probably get you about the same range as a half tank here in this Tesla. Let's call it 150, 120 miles, something like that. Especially driving around town, the Tiguan isn't the most efficient, and the Tesla is actually quite efficient. So similar range, 750 for the Tesla, 25 seconds to refuel for the Tesla, $24 and change for the Tiguan, and about 17 and a half minutes. So that's how gas and EV stacks up in kind of a real world race. Anyway, thanks again for joining. Hope you appreciated this little experiment, and we'll see you on another video again soon. Have a great one.